everybody.
What's going on?
I'm Steph. I'm sorry.
I'm also Steph.
It's so fake. Welcome to the Drop Everything Now podcast. Episode.
Oh my God. I'm scared.
Sorry, what episode is it?
I was just going to check.
40, 48.
Were we close? Oh, shit, maybe. I mean, we've done so many.
Because I remember our New Heights one was like 46, and we were like, it would have been funny if it was 47 because she kept saying 47.
Yep. Okay. Yep. 48.
And then we did another. Yeah. So, 48. Well, welcome, everybody. We are about a week out from the life of a showgirl.
Especially
I mean,
by the time of these release,
right,
the release of this episode.
We're about a week and a half out, but yes, it'll be a few days before we post this. So a week or less away from the new album.
Amazing.
It has come up so quickly, and we need to talk about it. We need to actually put in our predictions, talk about everything that's going on since the initial release announcement. Oh, I just remembered one other thing. Okay. That might shift our pacing because it's right next to me. Also, maybe this is how we start the podcast.
Okay. We started it, so go for it.
I figured out. The past couple episodes we've been pulling cards of predictions.
Oh yeah.
And I have them right here, so I should read what they were to see if they came true.
So let's do that to start, and then we'll pick new ones at the end.
Yes, perfect. Okay, I don't remember who was who. I don't. What was what? Because what we do is we pick cards, and they have the song a lot of Taylor Swift song titles on them. And so we predicted one for like how is the next month going to be between now and the next time we record for Steph, for me, and for everybody. Yeah. But it could also just relate. Like you could like pick up anyone that you want.
For sure.
And so in retrospect, they're supposed to make sense.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay. So one of them was Only the Young. Who do you think that was for? I forget.
That was not me. I think I remember which one I had.
Oh, which one? Let's see.
I think, was there Style? Was Style there?
No.
Okay, never mind.
I don't remember it. I'm looking at all three. I don't remember. Okay. So Only the Young, it could be for me, for Steph, or for everybody.
Wait, read all three. Read all three. Maybe
Only
I'll
the
remember.
Young.
Okay.
Stay, Stay, Stay.
Okay.
And the Lucky One.
Fuck. I have no clue which one.
Wait. Did we know she was engaged already in the last time we did this?
Yes,
that's probably what the last episode was.
Yes.
I was going to say, like, that makes that
stay, hang out with you for
her.
Yeah, the Lucky One kind of vibes with, like, Life of a Showgirl.
Life of a Showgirl, it does, and we're getting real close to that.
Yep.
Only the Young is my mom's maiden name, and
there we go.
A lot of my cousin's last name.
Only the Young. So nailed it.
I had a table at my wedding named Only the Young, and only people with the last name Young sat at that table, and they were the youngest of the young cousins. So, but that was a couple months ago. And so the last time there was a lot of like, whoa, this all came true.
Yeah, there was a lot of whoa last time.
I'm not really understanding these.
Maybe for the end of the episode, I'll write down who had what. So that
so we remember.
Don't do this again this way.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought I would be more insightful. It wasn't at all.
You know,
we are all lucky ones.
Yes, because we are young enough to live in the same generation as Taylor Swift.
And we
stay her fans. Forever.
Yes. Yeah, that's actually so true.
Nailed it.
So true. So true.
Okay.
Here we go.
Anyway, before we get into album stuff,
just
a couple like random, not even they're hardly current events, but
I guess it's like current events ish.
But it's basically around the premise of when she. So she went to the Chiefs game, the first game of the season, or second game technically, the first one in Kansas City, and she came in behind the barrier. And everybody thought it was weird. Everybody was like, is this part of the album rollout? And in my head, I was like, I do not think it's part of the album rollout.
I don't think so either.
She also had just said she doesn't do anything personal life related to her album stuff. So, whatever. Other people were like, she's totally pregnant. And I'm like, that's not the case.
I hate that shit.
I know, me too. It drives me crazy. But this week, I think we've found part of the reason why she did it.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah. So the first thing we found out on, I think Monday, either Sunday or Monday, was that she has like a repeat stalker, basically, that has dropped off.
Yeah, when
the face of the earth.
Yeah, they don't know where he is, right?
Yeah, which the way they worded it was so weird, but whatever. Like he I don't know how they said disappeared, but like whatever. So essentially they're saying they did have tabs on him and like could whatever, but like he's gone now. They don't like, I guess maybe there was a parole officer that he hasn't checked in with. So like people are like, where is he? He's missing.
Right.
Like this is scary. And then the other thing that came out, and I hope this is still right, but I've seen enough stuff about it that makes me think it's true. She was originally like in the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni, whatever court casing. Yeah. She was deposed or was like asked to be deposed or something. And the judge ruled against it. So like she's not supposed to be having to do anything with the trial. But I guess like Baldoni's lawyer hired a private investigator, and for some reason this guy goes to Travis Kelce's house yesterday, or like at like 2 something in the morning, to try to like serve her a subpoena or something for information or whatever it was. Needless to say, he got arrested. He like apparently like maybe jumped a fence. And then they arrested him.
How could a private like
that's what I don't understand.
Like where I haven't seen it. I'm not doubting you, but I'm just wondering like where did you see that? Because this is like a private investigator, sure, whatever. The jumping the fence and getting arrested seems so insane for somebody
crazy
that's working.
And maybe it wasn't the private investigator. So man tries to serve Taylor Swift, gets arrested at Travis's home. Deposition papers from Baldoni. A process server got arrested while trying to serve Taylor Swift deposition papers from Justin Baldoni's legal team. Wild incident went down earlier this month when the guy busted at the NFL star's estate in Kansas.
Now, wait, so what source are you reading it from? Just out of curiosity.
TMZ. According to docs.
Okay, so it's probably
Fisher
legit.
Was, right. Charged with jumping the fence onto a private residence in a private neighborhood. He was arrested around 2 a.m. on September 15th. Sounds like he tried to go above and beyond, allegedly, to serve the pop star. We were told Taylor and Travis were at home at the time.
What? Do you think that he was told, like, do what you need to do, or you're done?
It seems like you shouldn't do that.
Why would you try to, like, do that to one of the most... Wait, it was Travis's home? Sorry.
It was Travis's house, yeah.
Even though...
In Kansas City, in Kansas.
Like, he's now engaged to the most famous person in the world, on top of him being incredibly famous.
Yeah, it's actually so insane.
Why would you think that you would get away with that? You know what I mean? Like,
and September 15th makes sense now too. Like that's also like the game.
What day is it today?
Oh my God.
Is today the 22nd?
It's the 23rd. It's the 23rd.
Okay. 8 days ago.
Yeah, so that was also right after the second game,
right?
And so it just seems like there's been a lot of crazy shit going on in her life, like personal, like
and
that's like maybe we don't assume that it's an album thing or other things going on, and maybe it's just like for her protection. Obviously, the state of the world is crazy right now.
I was just gonna say, I was just gonna say the first time that I saw that that wall, that's what I thought. Like my only thought was like, oh, she's increasing security because things are kind of nuts right now.
Things are very nuts.
So that's where my head went.
Me too. And then obviously like my head went there too, but I know there's obviously people like I know there's people that are like, who does she think she is that she needs that? Like, because she's not a political figure, but at the same time, like somehow
you just don't know.
Yeah, she's still like whatever. And then with all this other stuff coming out, it's like clearly there's been more going on besides.
And by the way, to add to that, she is now not seen, has not been seen at the games, and people are still complaining. Like, oh, like with the wall, like she doesn't want to be, hey, we're not showing her. She's not showing herself. She's actually actively probably telling them no. And people are still saying it's ridiculous somehow, both fans and non-fans. And then even like some of my coworkers like asked me about it. They're like, basically, who does she think she is? Like, you know, being so dramatic with that. But I'm like, aren't you the same people that were like, enough of her on my screen?
Right.
It's the hypocrisy is not lost on me.
100%.
It's ridiculous.
I know.
It hasn't really pissed me off. It's just ridiculous.
No, it's just one of those things where it's like I don't even know how to converse with you about this because whatever I say is gonna be the wrong thing.
But do you not hear yourself? You know, like
right. But needless to say, now we have not just like there's direct things within her life that she needs to be protected against that are kind of more apparent now too. So like, you know.
No, it makes total sense.
We let the screen live.
However, I am looking, okay, I'll save this for when we talk about the album. Actually.
Well, we can go right into it. That was the only thing. Really.
Yeah, I was just going to say that the last time that we talked was about the engagement, and it was before we even knew like confirmed details that we speculated about. I, on our last podcast, got on the next day because literally as we were recording, Ed Kelsey was blabbering. So I kind of gave an update on like the video.
Blabbering. But,
I mean, there has been more and more details being shared, but not like any specifics, but it is exciting to hear Travis like talk about it in the little bits that we get. And even normal things like Jason saying that, oh yeah, I hope I get to be the best man. And I don't know, everybody's reactions. I don't know. It's cute. I love it. And I watched the podcast episode after where they talked about it, where Travis and Jason talked about it, about Taylor being on New Heights. Sorry, not the engagement. Because it had already happened, obviously, but like they hadn't announced it by the time they recorded it. But that was also cool too. Like hearing that, who are their two producers, Jake and somebody else, they were like editing it and they were like Brandon and they were like freaking out. They were like, oh, how are we supposed to do this? It's just us with Taylor Swift and it's them editing on a computer, and the one has like a Tortured Poets snow globe, actually that in the corner, and he's like, Taylor sent this to me, it plays music, which was like cute. But the fact that he's like, no, Taylor's team like helped me out, made me feel good, but like it was a lot of pressure. And I mean, he was talking about how they didn't even know until they showed up. He's like, you need to come to Travis's house now. And like, they didn't even know that Taylor's going to be on the podcast. So that was a really good listen to get more like behind the scenes without Taylor being there, and like commending Jason for his skills. And they were like going over everybody's reactions. I totally forgot about that because it happened. I watched it such a long time ago.
Right.
But I highly recommend watching it if you want any more like details.
Insight.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah. Love. So, okay.
So
should we talk about
Showgirl?
Shows?
Yeah. I can't believe it's so crazy. Like, I feel like when she first announced it, I was like, wow, that's pretty soon. And then for a little bit, I was like, wow, it's so far away. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I don't have enough time.
Steph?
I'm like, I don't have enough time.
I echo your thoughts exactly, verbatim. Literally,
really, because that felt like
same thoughts,
jumbles coming out of my mouth. But I don't have enough time.
No, it makes sense. And I had the exact same conversation like yesterday or 2 days ago with my friend Justine. I obviously know you know her. I'm just like,
I got you.
So what it is, I realized, or why I felt that way, is because it was announced in the summer and in August, and in my brain, I was still in like, it's summer. Like, it's summer until I go back to work. Like, I don't know how long I've left in summer. It's just summer. So I'm like, oh, it's not happening till the fall, till October. That's so far away. But really what it was the very end of August, and we're getting it in the very beginning of October. So it felt like exactly 2 full months. I was thinking too. But it's really just 1 month.
Right. Like, in my brain, I'm thinking October, like Midnight's October. Because remember, like, Midnight's was released at the end of October.
Right.
But it is September, basically.
And so I agree. For like a slight 22nd, I'm like, all right, we got some time.
I got time. Yeah.
And you were like, you even had said like, oh, we'll probably get 2 episodes out before. But it's like, we could barely do this.
No, God. I like, even today, I was like, I don't know.
I know.
What happened?
I know. I was like, oh my God. Like, how is this? What? It's insane. So no, it's a good amount of time, in my opinion, for that, where it felt like it's not right away. We can build our own hype for it and get excited about it. But it also feels like, wait, there was almost no wait.
No, I totally agree. And I feel like it's, we talked about this when she first announced it too, and like was talking about it on the podcast, but like, it's so nice to already have a sense of the sound.
Yes.
Because I just feel like you're just excited, you know,
like, and there's no like room to be disappointed in a sense if we're like, oh, I hope it's more pop, or I hope it's more whatever. Honestly, whatever Taylor said it was going to be, I would like fit myself to be excited for it, because I like everything that she does, and I'm so excited for pop. I probably would have like picked that as something, because whatever, a dance pop heavy album or whatever. But knowing what it is also takes away like I was really hoping for another Folklore. Oh, well,
right. Or like, you know how like with Midnights, because it came after Folklore and Evermore, you're like, it's not, you know it's not going to be that anymore. But with the way the pictures were, like the vibes, I was like, is this a 70s album?
Right.
Like, what is this? And then it was just pop, you know? So like, I'm glad we don't have that sort of like, oh, you know, like,
there's no, like,
I loved
not
Midnights
much
right
ambiguity.
away, but like, I didn't have to reframe my brain.
Exactly. Like 100%, because the reframing of one's brain when listening to music that you don't know what you're going to listen to has taken away from me. I'll speak personally.
Yes.
It has taken away from me like loving a song right away, because I'm like, wait, that, like, you know, remember Slut?
Yeah.
It took me a while. And a lot of people, I know a lot of people thought this because we thought it was going to be a blank space or whatever it was. So everybody's like, wait, what? It was totally not the sound we thought. And she was going to have that as a single, and then not everyone liked it.
Yeah.
But then later, everybody's like, wait, we slept on this, including myself. It's one of my favorites now.
Sure.
Because when we think it's going to be something, our brains, when it's not that, our brains are like, we don't like it.
We don't like it. Similar, like, I mean, with every genre transition she did besides into Folklore, basically, you had that. Like 1989, I love so much more now. But when I first heard it, I was like, huh.
Because we weren't used to her being fully pop.
We didn't know full pop.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's just so exciting to have this album be, we already know.
Like know enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Without knowing it, but there's still the excitement of like, but what? You know?
Right, exactly. And we're getting, speaking of but what, like, we're getting a movie?
Yes.
Or, like, honestly, I'm still so confused, but I saw this. Okay, so she's releasing like an hour and a half behind the scenes thing in theaters. Do
you want me to read it? The caption, I have it right here.
Yes.
So she posted, I know most people saw it, but just for our own context, she posted, I hereby invite you to a dazzling soiree, the official release party of A Showgirl, October 3rd through 5th, only in cinemas. You'll get to see the exclusive world premiere of the music video for my new single, The Fate of Ophelia, along with never before seen behind the scenes footage of how we made it, cut by cut explanations of what inspired this music, and the brand new lyric videos from my new album, The Life of a Showgirl. Looks like it's time to brush off that Eras Tour outfit or orange cardigan. Tickets are on sale now. Dancing is optional, but very much encouraged. And then, so go ahead.
So it seems like it's going to be I would guess, like, obviously the music video is one thing, but then it's like maybe they show a lyric video and then it's like behind the scenes of the song or before they go into the lyric video. The lyric video thing threw me off.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, what do you mean? Like, we're just watching the lyric video, but maybe it's like, like say we get to the second song, like, here comes Elizabeth Taylor. Like, is she talking about Elizabeth Taylor, the song? And then the lyric video comes up and we do
you remember the 1989 World Tour video? How it was like, it wasn't the whole concert. It was like a song, and then she went back and she explained part of it, and then it went to the next song on the tour. Like, kind of like that is what you're saying. How it's not all going to be chunked, like music video behind the scenes of each song, then all of the lyric videos. Because in my head,
I think it's going to be in and out.
That makes so much more sense because in my head I was like, because I guess that's how she worded it, that it was the fate of Ophelia, the never behind the scenes footage of how we made it, then cut by cut explanations of what inspired the music, and then the brand new lyric videos. So in my head I was like, I don't want to just sit there and watch lyric videos.
It seems like it's going to be similar to what she did with Long Pond.
That's cool.
But obviously not her singing them. It's just the lyric videos, I guess.
Right. That's cool as hell.
No, I hope at least I hope. I'm excited.
Yeah. Because otherwise, if it is the other way around, I'm like, really?
I don't think
theater sit down for lyric videos? Because honestly, like, we are going to go and we'll talk about that in a moment. But like I don't know. No, like, it's a brand new album. I don't know how I feel about being with everybody else, like trying to kind of sing it. Like, I don't know. I don't really know. I'm sure it'll be great.
Like, I saw this funny TikTok the other day that really made me laugh about the whole thing. Cause, it was this girl and she was like, yeah, I told my husband that I'm going to the Taylor Swift, I have to buy this tickets to this Taylor Swift thing or something like that. And he was like, oh, what is it? Like, what is it?
Right.
She was like, I don't know. She told me there's tickets and I bought them. And I was like, that is exactly what happened.
It's literally
I saw them and I said, okay, how many do you think I need? 3,
yeah.
4? And I didn't even have any idea what it was about, but it was like,
so funny. Like, no, it's so true. Like, if there's a theater, like, we have to be there. And then she had like a video that she talked about a little bit and said that she wanted, this album's supposed to be luxurious. So she wanted to create more of that atmosphere rather than just listening at home. Like, you kind of go and listen together.
Which I do. I feel like it's cool. And then also it was funny because people went back to the podcast with Travis and they found where she's like talking about how she loves to do things for the fans and blah, blah, blah. And like, she mentions like the Easter eggs in there, but she was like, I just love like events or activities. And like,
oh, she did say that?
She did say it. Yeah. And I was like, LOL, there it
she is. That is funny. That just reminded me too, the podcast with Jason and Travis after. Jason was like, I'm in it with the fans. They're all picking apart Easter eggs. He's like, what? Can you tell me? And Travis like, I can't say anything. And then he's like, what was up with Pinocchio? Like, he's like,
I was dying.
I love that.
He's really in it.
But crap. That just reminded me of something. And then the thought left my head. That's not good. No, it's not.
Was it about the podcast again?
It was before that.
Oh, okay, so the movie and events and activities. How she wants it to be luxurious.
Oh, okay. So what I actually saw somebody say about this, of course, anytime Taylor does anything, there's criticism, like quite literally anything, of course. And I'm not here to do that at all. So of course, people are saying, oh, it's another money grab just for people to look at lyric videos. This is so stupid. And then somebody made a really, really cool take or comment on it, which was like, no, what does she not do anymore? Secret sessions. What were the secret sessions where she would get fans together in a room, play the songs and explain each song? So this is almost a way of her doing that and making it easily accessible where you have all Swifties together in a room. And I'm like, wow, I hope that is actually, Taylor didn't say that herself, but I think that's like a really cool way to look at it where
she doesn't do those anymore. Yeah, I totally agree. And I also saw people saying it and they were like, listen, like, if you don't want to go, you don't go.
Yeah, you literally don't have to do it.
And it was like, and they were like, also in the same breath, like the people that are going to this are probably people that would be going to random Taylor Swift brunches, Taylor Swift nights, like, like what we did that one time. And granted, it's a different type of vibe, but like, so like, and she also, I should say this too, like, the tickets were only $12.
Oh, I was going to ask you how much they were. They were only $12?
Well, so then I was to say, but then the theater could put their fees on. So it was like, ended up being like $18 a ticket.
Oh, okay.
But like the base of it was $12, 12 album. So it's not like, right. And if she was doing this as a cash grab, she'd leave it in theaters for more than 2 days.
Right. And at a certain point,
I don't know, like
you have to pay for things, right?
Truly.
Like anything that she does, we ultimately have to buy. So it's insane that literally anything she does, people are like, the greed. Like, how else could she?
It's also so crazy because it's like, bro, don't buy every variant of the album, and then maybe she won't do it.
Yeah, you don't have to buy everything, but that's, again, like, I'm at a point where I'm like, whatever, you fools. But I did buy the cardigan box thing.
Love that.
I was like, wait, I think I need this. And I texted Ryan, I'm like, can I please get this? And you know what pushed me? I love a good box. I love boxes. Like, I needed the box.
Always, you can always find use for a box.
Always. I have a box I have a box right here that carries all my stuff for work. I need another box. This one's breaking. Maybe we'll see what the material is. I love a good box.
Boxes are great.
We'll see when it comes in. It could show up October 3rd.
That'd be so amazing.
And that would be amazing because if it's in the earlier hours, I can then wear it.
Yeah.
Which would be great.
Yeah.
And then when we record part 2 of our podcast, I can show everybody the box.
Exactly. Everybody can see the box.
So that's the box.
That's the other thing.
Yes.
We're gonna be together for release night.
We'll be together like white leather on Elvis Presley. That's so Raven.
Oh, I had no idea. Missed that reference. So we'll probably do like the, like midnight recording of our reactions for like a YouTube exclusive because no one wants that as a podcast.
Right. Because it'll be like listening. Yes.
Right. And then, so that'll be that.
That'll be that.
Then we're going to go Thursday or Friday afternoon to the movie. And then, basically like Friday, Saturday, whatever, we'll do the official like
one day review. Yes.
Review. Yeah.
I just need to, I'm going to preface this next week too with all the hate that I got last time.
What do you mean?
Remember guys, when we react immediately, we're reacting immediately. Like we don't know, like my opinions have almost never stayed the same. I don't know, because I feel like people, when I comment, like when I posted the one last time, our immediate reactions, people are like, no, this was not about Maddie. This is about that. It's like, sorry, I don't have Google in front of me. And then it was like, there was just like a lot of comments of, oh, you're so wrong for this take or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, this is my just immediate reaction, or like, stop it was connecting it to a person. And it's like, no, I get that. I get it. But this is just like how I'm making sense of things.
And I was going to say, I feel like one also like, you weren't with another, like Ryan loves Taylor Swift, but like you weren't with another Swiftie where it's like, if you said something and I said something different, we could maybe figure out in real time, yeah, you're right. Or like, oh no, probably, or maybe we're both right and whatever.
Yeah.
2, I feel like this is a totally different album.
Totally.
From that, where in the sense that like
Joe, Maddie, like it was a lot about like,
because that was very much like this is her breakup album.
Right.
Again, like we're getting a breakup album. So like naturally your first thought goes to who is it about? Literally, while I was even writing about each track list, some of them I was like, oh yeah, probably. Like, or like I didn't even write anything about a person.
Right.
Because I was just like, I don't know. Like,
yeah. But yeah, I just want to preface it with that. Like, just remember, guys, it's immediate. By the following day, we will probably have different opinions and reactions. And even then, like, it is tough. Like, we've done a couple day after reactions. Our Torture Poet was the longest wait. We waited a week till we got together.
Yeah.
To do that. But it is funny. I've never really went back and listened, but it is interesting to not only do it the day after, but then like in a couple months down the road.
Yeah.
But hopefully.
The one thing I'll say too about this one though, that because I agree, like obviously even from like getting 24 hours with it, your opinions change from the first time you listen, but also then the more time you have, the more it changes. But I do think because it's only 12 tracks, we're really going to benefit from like, we can listen to this album a lot.
Yes.
Like Midnights was hard because Midnights, especially with the 3 a.m. edition, it was like, oh my God, there's 20 songs to talk about. Like, and obviously Torture Poets was the same, but we had longer.
Right.
But, yeah. So it's, I feel like,
and we know what, as we said, we know what we're kind of getting into sonically a bit.
Yes. Right.
So that also takes away an element of like getting used to maybe, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm so excited that we're going to be together in my podcast studio. We'll have to do it like a cool setup or something. I don't know if we'll do it here. We have another wall. And then I don't know if like the immediate reaction, like do we do it on the couch in front of the TV? We have a couch.
I feel like
do we do it here and bring the TV here? Guys, there's so many options.
God, crazy.
We'll be so creative and so excited and so chaotic.
So chaotic.
So
okay, should we like get into?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think so yeah, the only other thing I was going to say is the 12 tracks. I've been just seeing floating around that people think the 12 tracks somehow like mirrors her 12 albums. That's something that we'll just have to wait.
Oh yeah, I have seen that too.
But it's a cool thought.
I think that's one we keep in mind for like after.
Yeah.
Like, is it?
Does that fit? Does each one maybe fit an album in some way, shape, or form? I mean, I guess we could, like, based on the track list titles, if we were to go in order, but who knows? Right. I mean, Fate of Ophelia, never mind. We'll see it after.
Let's get into it. Yes.
Okay.
Fate of Ophelia.
So we're going to just go over our, like, what our thoughts are, what it's going to be about, and what we think, like, the tone is, like, the attitude of the song will be.
Right. And so this is track 1. It will be the first single and the music video.
Yes.
At the movie. So for anybody, I mean, I guess they kind of reference it on the podcast too, but for anybody that doesn't know the fate of Ophelia, and you can add in where you think you might need to, but in a nutshell, Ophelia it's Hamlet. Descended into madness and then drowned after Hamlet, who was her lover, murdered her father.
Yes.
The gist.
So that's basically it. So the fate of Ophelia. And then what is, in reading it, there's like speculation on like, okay, was it actually suicide or was it an accidental drowning?
Or was it an accident?
And it's more like understood that, okay, no, it was a suicide. It was intentional, although it's not like explicitly stated as such. That's the basic like analysis from it. And like, why was that her choice? And it was actually, of course, it's not a good choice, but that choice was supposed to represent her choosing her own
choice.
Yes. Yeah. Her choosing her own fate, and being sort of, more independent.
Yeah, because that was like the other kind of like, well, in Googling today too, the like underlying themes of like feminine struggle, I guess you would call it, where like her fate was always influenced by the male characters, and like other societal pressures. So like that ending was her first choice, or like, you know, like her making a decision for herself.
Exactly.
Now, one thing I did think, like when I saw feminine struggle as like a piece or a key word, I guess I just thought of like Female Rage the musical, you know, that she used to call tortured poets.
Oh,
which
yes.
Like, and not that like, I don't think this is going to be a mad song or anything, but I do think that like it probably will kind of be sort of based on, there will be themes of choices being made for you maybe, and then like owning your own power, I guess.
Definitely.
If I had to.
Yeah, I have a couple thoughts for it. Well, one thing I just want to say, Gertrude, I don't actually know who Gertrude is, but Gertrude's the one that describes her death and like I guess saw her. I think she's like someone's mom, who knows. But it was like she fell in a weeping brook, her clothes spread wide and mermaid like. A while they bore her up till that her garments heavy with their drink pulled the poor wretch from her melodious lay to muddy death. I just think it's interesting, the mermaid like reference. Just also, obviously this is like, it's like hard to like, I'm mirrored here. It's interesting. Her clothes muddied or to muddy death, all of that. I don't know. I think the imagery there fits the imagery here for whatever reason. And I do agree. Think that's supposed to mirror that. And okay, everybody accepts Ophelia's death as deliberate suicide caused by madness. And what caused her madness? Hamlet murdered her father. He used to be in love with Ophelia. And then he was like basically shouting at her, like he like rejected her after, right? He liked her, and then he's like saying, you need to go to a nunnery, so on and so forth. But there's a method to her madness. That's something that's talked about in the analysis of Ophelia, which obviously sounds very close to Taylor in everything that she plans. There's always people maybe see her as mad or whatever it is, but there is that method to her madness. And then there's a lot of symbolism with the flowers. Like she was passing out flowers. I forget exactly which ones, but I just wonder if that's going to come up somewhere. And there was secret, like she was known for giving the secret codes, like through flowers. Taylor Swift and the Elizabethan audience, because this is during the Elizabethan era, of course, with Queen Elizabeth, loved secret codes. So it's very like in tandem with, you know, what Taylor does. Speaking out against corruption, her death freed her from, like what you were saying, like it was her choice, and that actually freed her from her own life. And then, there's one other thing. Sorry, I'm just kind of going through my notes here. Okay, so Ophelia, obviously, the fate of Ophelia. She is dead, however she chooses her own fate. Now, someone brought up that, okay, the last time she directly references like Shakespeare, it's love story. Now, I saw this briefly, not exactly this, but I kind of came to my own conclusion. I just want to say that my first thought was not initially my own. I'm building off of what I saw in a tweet. What is love story? Taylor Swift decided, I don't like that ending. I don't like the fate of Romeo and Juliet, and I need to write a song changing their ending. So I actually wonder if she is going to do that again with the fate of Ophelia, where cool. Because think about it, that's not necessarily where she is right now. Like the fate of Ophelia, like she is being rejected. She's being called mad. She doesn't have choice. So the only choice sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. Her only choice is choosing death. Death is going to free her because she's becoming more and more mad. But maybe she's going to do that whole switch thing like she did with Love Story and actually say that she was headed towards that fate of Ophelia, but she didn't have a Hamlet. She got a Travis.
So actually that is a fantastic point, because as I was like writing things down about this, in my head, I was like, how in the hell does this relate to life going on behind the scenes of the Eras Tour? Basically, I was like, I don't understand. Like, not that everything has to be actually about her behind the scenes, but like with the way she had talked about it on the podcast, that could make a lot of sense, that theory, because when she started the Eras Tour,
it seemed like it was going to be the fate of Ophelia.
Yeah, right. Like she was heading down maybe like a road that wasn't going to lead to happiness for her. And maybe, this is changing the fate.
Yeah, like I thought I was going to have the fate of Ophelia until you came and
let me feel ya.
And I let you. It's just going to be a sex song all of a sudden.
No, and like it really might not have anything to do with her specifically, but because there's so much other like pieces of this that, you know.
Well, I think it is, but it could be a complete metaphor just for like the madness and the pressures of whatever. It totally could be. But I am like, when someone pointed out
the love story thing, that it does make it way more interesting that,
she switches
I like that.
Even when like all's well that ends well, like all's well that ends well, but I'm in a new hell every time. She's also switching that phrase. You know what I mean? She does that a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking, I almost want, after I thought that, I was like, I think I'm almost going to go into some of these thinking it's the opposite of what we're going to think. Because LOML also was the opposite. She does that to us sometimes. It was a loss of my life.
But we knew that one.
Well, yes, because it never said love. But it's like, what if it's loss instead of love?
We thought it could be. Yeah.
Right. But So there's a lot that could be. And of course, I think this is going to be one of those that every single thing we can break down. I feel like it'll be simple on its surface and like catchy because it's the first single.
Yeah. It has to be. But there's going to be a lot of underlying.
There's going to be a lot of layers to it, as most do, but especially because you have an obvious direct reference that even Taylor mentioned.
For sure.
and yeah, it is what it is.
Similar to the next one, I'd say.
Yes. I was just going to say the music video, I feel like, will probably have these vibes to it, but I'm excited to see it. First single, man.
Exciting. I'm surprised. Exciting. Well, I mean, I guess I'm not. I never know what she's going to do for single, so I'm not. Whatever.
Elizabeth
Taylor
track 2 are usually track 2s are usually bangers.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Track 2s are like, is that like Blank Space?
Blank Space is a track 2.
A lot of her like big like singles. Track 2s are singles a lot of the time.
Yeah. Maroon is track 2. Endgame is track 2. I'm trying to think of the ones I remember.
I don't. I just know that I think a lot of them are hits. I just like remember that.
Oh, what's Red?
Red.
I don't remember what Red's track 2 is. But
for that,
Elizabeth Taylor, this is her second reference to her in her discography because she does it in Ready for It in Reputation. Which
Put into my Taylor.
Into this Taylor. So this one, like, so Elizabeth Taylor as a figure in history, I guess. Was a child actress, then she became this like ultra famous Hollywood star, like the highest paid movie star at her time, and then basically just became this like prominent figure for her entire life. That essentially like doing a bunch of shit, but like even when she wasn't doing anything, she was this prominent, well-known figure. So essentially, like, I took this one as one of two ways, I guess, and it could be anything. But again, like, would this be like Elizabeth Taylor's life behind the curtain? Like, what was it kind of like for her behind the scenes? Like that, again, Taylor then could draw relation to.
Like the last great American dynasty kind of a thing?
I guess, but yeah, but also because like I'm thinking like since Taylor could probably maybe have insight, like similar to how the Lucky One like references like now that she knows what the fame is, she doesn't want it or something, right? Like where maybe this is like she's on the level of being known for the rest of her life. Obviously, she's like the famous pop star, most famous pop star. So it might be similar, like where like she can draw connections to Elizabeth Taylor's life behind the curtain because of how she's experiencing life.
Totally.
So like,
I'm just
curious, I don't know how she'll play it.
Then you also have the Clara Bow. So I'm like, okay, is this going to
I know.
like
that's
Clara
what I was
Bow?
wondering too, because I was like, this is all like, to me, it was following a similar track to Clara Bow, Lucky One, like that kind of a
like the vibe that you think?
Again, it's just the song title, so I have no fucking clue.
Right. Like
it makes me think she's singing about Elizabeth Taylor's life.
But it's confusing because she's done something like that already.
I know.
In a couple different ways. So it's like, are you doing that again? Or that's why I feel like that's almost wrong because I'm like,
agreed.
Is she doing it again?
More so like, it's not, because like Clara Bow is more about how when you do have fame as a female, they want to replace you with something better. And like, here's what you were doing wrong. Here's what this next person's doing so great. So unless this isn't about the fame side of it, it's like the quiet side or the hopefully quiet side of a person that famous's life. But then you'd think, okay, similar to the Lucky One. We've seen this before.
Right. And then, well, there's a couple things too. Like, she also, this was a quick Google search, and so I hope that is right. But I think she's also not known for, but she also had many, many like marriages. So I wonder if there was like criticism of her, like going through men, like so that you draw that sort of comparison of that level of fame and criticism. But I don't know. I don't know about the criticism part. I just know that it said like she had many marriages. And then it also says, this is sort of in connection to the next one. Like, there's going to be a theme, but she also was really known for being like larger than life, love being over the top with her jewelry. She has this
she was a showgirl
style. Yeah, of course. So it matches the theme. So yeah, so I wonder if it's going to be sort of like an upbeat GLAMO TLOASG, we're flying first class up in the sky, popping champagne.
Sure.
Like leaning into the luxury, because she did say the word luxurious. So that is like Taylor Swift did in that video about the movie. So like luxurious is going to be thrown in there.
True. That's a good point.
And Elizabeth Taylor is luxurious, right? So I feel like this thought is just coming to me as I said it, that maybe it's actually going to be kind of fun leaning into it, like Glamorous by Fergie.
Yeah,
and just fun. And she's talking about Elizabeth Taylor, so people are still going to criticize her, but it's like, no, she's talking about Elizabeth Taylor, not herself. She's not talking about enjoying first class up in the sky, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That could be. I like that take.
So maybe this will be like a really cool, luxurious song that makes us all feel like we're luxurious. That's going to be my hope and my prediction now that it's come out of my mouth.
I love that.
And the Burton to Mate, so she obviously has had Elizabeth Taylor as a sort of muse / inspiration because she's referenced her before.
Yeah.
So
interesting.
She's made that comparison.
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you have an official prediction?
No, I mean, I really don't. It's like the title screams fame, like, you know, talking about the fame of a really public figure, but obviously she's done it before. So I like your take.
Especially now, and it's a track too. So
yeah,
I think it's.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like
luxury.
most of them are bops. So
right. So especially
it's not necessarily that sad songs are going to sound sad. They might, and if there is even sad songs,
that's true.
You know, like we'll have to see.
I think that. Should. Okay, I think this one's going to be fun. I'm excited for it now that I've come to my own conclusion.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. Opalite?
Number 3?
Track 3 is Opalite. This one was an interesting Google.
It was an interesting Google, I agree. What does it represent? What does it symbolize? What it is?
Right, like I was going to say, because obviously in like a stone is like the initial thought of an opalite.
Right.
But then it's man-made.
Yes, it's actually not an opal. It's an opalite.
Exactly. It mimics the look of a natural gemstone with its milky translucent appearance and shifting colors. And that automatically made me think of mirror ball.
Interesting.
Just
like
from like
shifting colors,
man-made, like, and then like kind of you see what you want to see, shifting colors, patterns, whatever. So then, did you see the spiritual context piece of this when you were looking?
I saw a lot of symbolism, a lot of different things that it represents.
So it said facilitates emotional resistance. Did I write? Enhanced communication.
I saw that.
Intuition and connection to the spirit world associated with the third eye, which is
the chakra.
Encouraging. Yeah.
Third eye chakra thing. Yeah.
Encouraging clarity, inner peace, and a more positive outlook.
Yeah, so I had a very similar. It promotes emotional healing, calm, clarity, symbolizes new beginnings, spiritual growth, and better communication. The third eye
resilience,
chakra.
I meant emotional resilience. Yeah, that's what it was.
And so then I'm reading this. I'm like, oh, okay, so it's about Travis. Like new beginnings, better like spiritual beginnings.
Kind of agree.
Healing, calm, clarity.
Inner peace and a more positive outlook. I thought the same thing. Like when I was reading the type of gem, or like, you know, the piece that I was like, oh, mirror ball, like maybe she's going to talk about like whatever. But then when I went into the more like deeper context of it, I was like, oh, this is about like how her outlook has changed because
a new beginning and it's healing and it's calm and it's clarity, right? She's
clarity, inner peace. Yeah.
And then to further that, when asked on the podcast, Travis said, he's like, well, right now I can't stop listening to Opalite. So I'm like, okay, so it's about you.
And then some people were trying to say that his eyes look the color, like are similar to the color, even though the color is a milky, like I don't know. But again, I guess changing colors, it could.
Yeah. So I feel like it's
I think it's a Travis song.
Totally. which is amazing. And I wonder, to me, if we are gonna have any sexy songs, I feel that this is not it. This is gonna be more symbolic of like
I have the sexy song on my list.
I have a couple thoughts. A few could be a few potential ones. Not this one. I think that this one's probably gonna be the most. I think we'll probably get like a simple like sweet one. I think we'll get sexy, and I think this one's actually gonna be a beautiful symbolic.
I think
one about how she feels, like how he changed her.
If you were to take the way she described Travis on the podcast, like how she talked about him there, I think that transcribed into a song would be Opalite.
Oh, interesting. So maybe some lyrics will be there.
Maybe, but I just mean like you said, it's not going to be sexy. It's not going to be like
cheesy romantic.
I don't think it's going to be like, I'm madly in love. He, love it.
Right.
I think it's like about the way he helped her along, and in a sense that like I feel like it's like very much you will get the most out of like how she feels about him from this one.
Yes. I agree. This will be
if it's about him.
I just feel it is.
If it's about him. I do too.
Okay, so this is interesting, and it could be nothing, but it could be something. I saw the video resurface from 2 years ago, a year ago, I don't know. Kelly Teller, whatever you want to say, gave Taylor Swift a ring.
Yeah.
An opal and blue topaz ring for her birthday, I think. And the video, Taylor's like, oh my God, no, this is like a present for Elizabeth Taylor, not me. Like that's the commentary on the video of her looking at this opal ring. And yes, I know Opalite are slightly different, but between that and Elizabeth Taylor, I'm like, that's interesting. Could be nothing.
Very interesting.
And maybe it's just that Elizabeth Taylor's just on her mind a lot because she's referenced Elizabeth Taylor before.
Yeah.
And that's sort of amusing and inspo for her. So it's really nothing. That's just like the luxury that she thinks. Like when she thinks luxury, she thinks Elizabeth Taylor. But it's just something I wanted to bloop.
But also, like, I think she got that ring, like, while obviously she's been on tour and stuff. So, like, it could be that also helped to inspire.
That's true. Maybe she wore, and I think she was dating Travis when she gifted that to her. So that actually, that's even a better thought. Maybe that song's not about that, but that ring maybe inspired her to write this song of how she was feeling in that time. Because it was her birthday, right?
Yeah, December 2023. So she was dating Travis.
Right. So and she was on tour. So I think maybe all things are connected.
Maybe all things. Maybe
all
it's all
signs point north. All signs point Opalite.
There we go. Should we go to track 4?
Yeah. For the vibe though, I just feel it's not gonna. I think I'm feeling stronger about Elizabeth Taylor being like.
Yeah,
glamorous by for like woo like luxury, that. And I feel like number 3 it's obviously still going to be upbeat, but I think it's going to be more
a little bit more
like it's not going to be a number 1 hit.
Agreed.
But we're gonna like Swifties are gonna love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
Okay. This one number 4 is father figure.
I have nothing written down. I put 3 question marks. No clue.
Both the things I wrote down are
wait, but what if it's dad bod?
What? You said that? I said what? And I looked at father figure again and realized that those are synonyms.
I didn't think about it until now.
Yeah, because that's an insane thought.
No, because like
I will throw up if she's talking about Travis's body as a father figure. That's disgusting.
But people talk about how he has a dad bod. They talk about how he has a dad bod.
Steph, the way your eyes lit up.
No, it was literally like, oh my God.
The confusion that ran through my brain, and then me reading father figure and making and clicking why the fuck you said that.
I just because obviously you saw in real time it pop into my head that it could be, but maybe because literally I don't know what else it could be.
The opposite of what we think.
It's dad bod.
I'm gonna puke.
Oh no.
I don't know why my gag.
Oh God,
making me puke. Okay.
I mean, it could be. Now maybe there's 2 sexual songs.
Okay.
What were your thoughts? What were your thoughts? I had none.
I will tell you my thoughts, but I almost like wish we had some sort of a bet on each song of like whoever's closer to being like $1 per song. Like I want to give you money if it's about a dad bod.
I don't know.
That's insane. My God.
My cheeks are.
Well, what I wrote down, and I also tried to look at what other people thought, because the reason that it's so confusing is because like it saying father figure almost makes us think like it's going to be negative, but she has a really great relationship with her dad. So people are like, wait, what? Unless it's an ode to her father, like literally, but it's father figure, right? Not father. Father dearest. So my other thought and what other people kind of think, and I'm not feeling necessarily strongly about it one way or the other, but about like the music industry that raised her, Scott Borchetta. But I wonder if like in my head, I'm like, are we done with that though?
I thought we were done with it too.
But that's and if she makes a bop about it, great, whatever. But I don't know how else to make sense.
I know, because I thought the same thing. Like at a certain point, I was like, okay, like maybe like Scott Borchetta. Bruschetta is
Bruschetta. Wait, I wrote down Scott Bruschetta.
Is it Borchetta?
Wait, did I write bruschetta or did it autocorrect?
No, I think. Oh, I don't know.
My notes say bruschetta. So I just want to know if I did that or if it autocorrected.
Scott Bruschetta. But I thought the same thing. I was like, maybe it's about him. But then I thought the same thing. Like I was like, with the way she described this album being a lot of fun, I guess, did she? No, I guess bops. I guess it's bops.
Did she? It's a dance album, apparently, that like will be on her feet, and she said that in the caption.
A Scott Borchetta song in a dance album. I can't.
I wonder then if it's more a metaphor for growing up in the music industry.
Could be, but then
because it's the showgirl, right? So there's. I wonder if
that's true.
If we're gonna hit every aspect. Like, yes, there's like songs about like Travis and like finding love like within her personal life of her on the tour. But I also wonder if we're going to hit a song that's about every aspect of being in this industry. So we have a behind the scenes. We have like, what is it like when you're behind closed doors, when nobody's there? What is it like when you're on stage? What is it like when everybody's criticizing you? What is it like from the industry, from the father standpoint, from your manager standpoint? So maybe this song is really about what it's like to be a showgirl, like the perspective of,
I could see it industry wide more than like specific to Scott.
Right.
The only thing I guess I would say to not counteract that, but like obviously she's done that too. But at the same time, like she doesn't need to stop singing about things that have happened just because she's already sang about them before. So she could do it again if she wanted to.
No, I totally agree. I agree with you. But so maybe it's not specifically Scott Borchetta, but just about like
the
industry as a father figure, more of a metaphor for like the managers, the people that are above,
right,
and how to sort of operate within that. Like they treat you like a father, or then this just hit me. But Daddy, I Love Him wasn't specifically about Taylor's dad. That was almost kind of to the fans, to the critics of her choices that she's making. So it could be that same type of metaphor of maybe not even the industry, either the industry, which is still, but that similar idea of like trying to control her, Or again, people, like the public, stop trying to be my father figure. I got a great one.
True.
I got a father figure. I don't need you to go figure my life out. I could figure it out. That's what it's going to sound like.
Sure.
Go figure. I got a father figure. You don't need to figure. I'll figure it out. That's it.
There we go. I'm gonna say dad bod.
And in conclusion, dad bod.
In conclusion, I'm going dad bod with this one.
Okay. Okay, we'll see.
But I do agree. It's probably more so a metaphor for the industry, or how, people try to dictate.
People try to be her father figure.
Yeah.
I also wrote like sarcastic or satirical undertones, maybe, question mark.
I would believe it for sure.
Just because I feel like it can't be too literal.
I almost would say like 100%. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, track 5.
Important number. As all Swifties know, this is always the most vulnerable song. Not always saddest, but definitely like saddest in the sense of vulnerability. Most honest, cutting, heartbreaking. I wouldn't say sad, but heartbreaking in some way, shape, or form, whether it's about loneliness, depression, harsh breakups, which is something I'm also saying because I think like I can forget
Eldest daughter is the
eldest daughter. Yes.
Obviously this has kind of been a TikTok trend.
I'm sorry, say that again. About what?
There's been TikTok things about like being the eldest daughter or the youngest, the
siblings. Yes.
Right. So birth order. The eldest daughter is the concept that basically describing the emotional pressure, high expectations, and sense of responsibility often put onto the eldest daughter. I also like the song, like that pressure song from Encanto.
Yeah, with the
it made me think of that because
that's a really great thought, actually.
But like I also like totally
like she literally has to carry all the weight. From Encanto. Yeah. And I wrote that.
Yeah.
In my like notes.
Well, because it's interesting because I feel like we're going to know what, like with it being titled Eldest Daughter, in a sense, I feel like I know what this is about. Like I know, like, because of that, right? Like, it seems like the context of the song could be clear, but this is also a case where maybe it's like, it seems like it's just going to be about like her responsibility within her maybe not even just in her family, but like the pressure she feels to succeed, kind of a thing. But it's interesting just because then
because it's odd.
I don't know how that spins into something different.
Yeah. So I have a couple thoughts. One, I'm sure recently it's been a TikTok trend, but I didn't know that. I just know that eldest daughter is like it's like almost like not even a psychological term, but like my aunt like 10 years ago read a book on birth order and about like what it means to be an eldest daughter, whatever it is. So it is very, but yeah, I guess.
Well, and it's also like
Amy Poehler's podcast a lot, Good Hang, and she actually always on the last like let's say 10 episodes that I've watched, the past like 6. She's referenced her being an eldest daughter. And I'm like, oh, that's so funny that she's just randomly talking about it. And then I've heard other people talking about it. So when you saying that it's a trend, I'm like, oh, is that why?
It seems like it's a trend on TikTok to kind of like not bring awareness, but like about the birth, like it's like, oh yeah, why am I this way? I'm the eldest daughter, you know? Like,
yes.
And to be fair, like I also think it's important to say this too, because I feel like technically we're eldest daughters.
Yeah.
Because like and maybe it depends on who your brothers like because we both have an older brother and that's it. But my brother does jack shit in terms of who's responsible for things in the family. Like I have to do all that. Like I'm the one that has to make sure people, it's blah, blah, blah's birthday. Hey, did you get blah, 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 the gift? Like what, you know, like, so like in a sense that you don't have to just be the oldest sibling, I guess I would say.
I agree.
The eldest daughter.
I don't see myself as that because I do see myself as a baby of the family. But yes, being the only, but I'm also the only girl like you. So there's so much different. It's actually, by the way, birth order and
crazy.
Also depends on the amount of kids is wildly interesting, and it does shape who you are. It does.
For sure.
And I agree with you, but more so like I don't necessarily see myself that way because when I think of eldest daughter, I think of the daughter that's placed with the responsibility of also having to raise her younger siblings and having and so but what you said does make sense. Like you still have to make sure you're getting the gift, you're getting this, you're like the responsibility. But I think it's about to my understanding, growing up as an eldest daughter, like instead of having a childhood, you had to be a mom.
Well,
you had to take care of whatever.
But I mean, I think in some cases, yes, but I don't think it necessarily has to be that extreme because she surely did not have to take care of Austin.
I agree. I was going to go somewhere else with what I think Taylor's saying, but what the eldest daughter is like that
high
trope.
Expectations is just like a general,
right?
Like that would be something.
Yeah. But what I mean, the trope
wouldn't have to do with, raising the little ones basically.
Yeah, but the trope is kind of about that. Like you have to take care of everything and you do, like you're the eldest daughter referencing either you're the oldest or you're the oldest girl that has younger siblings.
That has to take care of it. Yes.
And has to take care of it. Like my mom and my Aunt Maria both were the older and they had 5 other little brothers. Alyssa isn't the oldest daughter, but I'm sorry, isn't the oldest sibling. She's the oldest daughter and did have to take care of her little sibling.
Right.
So they would relate to that. They step in, adds that role to help out.
Yeah.
So now in reference to Taylor, who a lot of people are like, she doesn't fit the trope of an eldest daughter because it's her and Austin. And she was so famous, so young that like it's confusing.
What is the extra pressure of that she has to take care of for her family when her family can literally have every single support they need, basically.
So I wonder if it's, again, similar to father figure, if she's going to go in the family metaphors, that she's the eldest daughter, like she has to take the burden of having to take care of, like having always the right answer. She feels like she has to protect and take care of like the younger pop stars now. She's put herself in that position to be the eldest daughter, and people are just looking for her to take responsibility or to carry the burden of people that have come before her and after her. Or how she feels protective. So in my sense, I'm like, I don't think I don't think it's going to be about her upbringing and her immediate family, especially because remember, this is Showgirl. I think it's going to be a metaphor for like the younger pop girlies maybe, and like, or how she feels because she's older now in the pop world.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I can think.
Or it's because again, I don't think the eldest daughter has to be about your childhood. It could be because of the heart surgeries.
Right. Oh, that's such a true point.
It could be what went on with Scott now, and like did she feel a certain way about like what she had to be in that? Like it doesn't necessarily have to be her child.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Eldest daughterness, I guess. Like I guess in a more personal sense, then maybe it's something as recent as that.
That's actually a really great point.
Or it's like maybe he should have been doing like getting these tests done for ages, right? And she was the one pushing it or something and like so I don't know.
And she had to parent, like, and still in that same sense, like she kind of had to be the parent to her dad, to her mom, and to her brother when everybody's going through this. Her mom is sick, her dad is sick, and she's got to be the one to carry all that burden and to stay strong for everybody because who else is going to be there? Now that you say that and bring it up, I think that's a great point. It probably is like, and she did mention her dad recovered. Like she mentioned that.
And how her mom
have like a hip surgery, and remember her mom also had cancer. Mm-hmm. So I actually think
I guess if it
you're
takes
definitely onto something.
I guess if it takes a personal, like a more personal track, then I would say that it's probably that kind of like related to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I could see it, like you said, the other way, like being like the eldest daughter of the pop girlies, basically.
Now,
yeah.
I think, though, that's so true because it's also a peek behind the scene. Like, you never know what's going behind the scenes. Everybody thinks I'm quiet because I don't care and I'm mean. But really, sorry, just rhymed. But, like, this is why I'm silent. This is what's happening. And I'm carrying this emotional burden because I don't know. I have to be everything for my entire family all at once.
Right.
So, and that makes sense why it would be
track 5.
For track 5. So yeah, I'm going with that. I think that makes sense.
Okay.
Number 6,
ruin the friendship. Now,
confusion.
So obviously when I see the title first, I think
sexy
and like what people always say, like a romantic thing where it's like, oh, we're not friends anymore.
Yeah, and Demi Lovato has a sexy song, I think, called
Ruin the Friendship. Yes. I saw some people online saying it was either going to be about like Blake.
Yeah, I wrote that too.
Or
people are saying
Kelly.
That.
I didn't see the Kelly thing, but like I saw a lot of people saying it was about Blake, and I was like, there's no shot.
Yeah, I really don't
think that at all. Like,
I hope not.
I don't think so.
And why is she going to be writing a song while there's an ongoing trial that she's like,
exactly.
Like she does not want to be part of that.
Right. I don't think this has anything to do with actually ruining one of her friendships. I just don't know what it is.
Yeah, because obviously you think sexy, but Travis and Taylor weren't friends.
No, unless it's like, I don't know. I truly have no idea.
So think thematically, Showgirl. I'm thinking Eras Tour. She's writing this while she's on the tour.
And like, maybe it's in like maybe it's not literal to her. Maybe it's more of like like if you're on a tour together and like it's two people on a tour together that like end up hooking up because that's show business, baby. Like maybe it's like a more random, like how many co-stars fall in love with each other when they're on a movie together or something. Like maybe it's like a less
something. Maybe it's maybe it's something about her dancers. Like maybe that's
what I'm saying. Like it might, and maybe it's not real, but it's just like something that does happen
behind the scenes,
show business. So like maybe that's
and like she's rooting for it. Like come on, guys.
Right. I don't know. This one confuses me.
I know it could be, and maybe something happened. Maybe it's just something that like we're just not privy to.
Right.
Because we're gonna get a peek behind the curtain or whatever. So it doesn't. But regardless of what it's about, because it could be made up, it could not be. It's obviously up to our interpretation and how we enjoy the song. Doesn't matter necessarily what Taylor's truth is for it. But with that being said, like it's just hard to gauge because it just feels like I don't. It's just confusing. Like I don't know what to expect with it.
Yeah, I know
because there's nothing to tie it to.
Right. I want to think it's going to be fun and sexy, but like again, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what it is.
What it be?
Do you have anything more to say about this one? Because I
don't know.
Okay, cool. Because I was gonna say, want to go to number 7, actually romantic. I have a lot to say about this one.
Oh,
well, not really a lot, but I have thoughts that I feel
should be
about. So in my brain, this one is like her basically reprogramming her brain, like for the last however many albums and years, she's been like reprogramming herself into thinking X, Y, and Z behavior is romantic.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is like a Travis song in the sense that she is relearning, oh no, this is actually romance. Like this is what it is. And this is what I always wanted it to be. But I've tried to talk to myself into a different story over the years of what it is.
Totally.
So that's my brain on it.
Yeah.
Like that's what I thought romance was, but this is actually romantic.
I agree. But also have a second take.
Okay,
but I agree, and I wonder if that's the case, if there's gonna be, like, I feel like she's in a place where she just doesn't care about the past. But I wonder if, in that sense, there's gonna be comparisons or shades. Like, I thought hiding away, like, you know what I mean? I thought this was, but it's actually this.
Yeah, it could be.
It could go either way. I'm just, you know, if that is.
Or it might just be like, you know how like even in the podcast she had referenced that like, oh yeah, I've been saying like I had sang about that since I was 15. Like, so maybe it's referencing her old stuff, not the middle where it was venturing away from what she had originally always thought, right? Like, so maybe without referencing explicitly and throwing shade at people.
Right.
It's basically being like, remember what I thought originally when I was writing Crush albums?
Yeah,
I was right. You know, like,
totally.
I was right.
And I will love that. But that's what I basically said is, so slightly different. But I like your take as well. Like, whatever, either way, I'd be happy. She really talked about, and I think emphasized a few times, the way that Travis got to her, just like you're saying, how she's like, oh, that's what I thought. She was like, that was actually romantic. I think I don't know if she said the exact words, actually romantic, but she said something of that, like very similar to that, the way that he just said it out loud. I want to date you. I want to date you. Like, she kept talking about how romantic that was. And so I'm like, oh my God, are we going to get a story of how them, like them falling in love?
Yeah.
Like the first time they started dating, like, are we going to get more, like, is it going to be specifically about that? Or either way, I think it's about their relationship.
Yeah.
Are we going to get tidbits of all the little things that he has done throughout their relationship that are actually romantic? Or is it specifically gonna like laser in on the beginning of that moment that she was referencing as like, no, that was actually romantic?
Yeah, I like that too. And like, because it also could be like,
they talked a lot about the beginning of the relationship.
They did.
And the father thing, like, now that we're like thinking back on it, it's like, okay, so some of those topics that they brought up, she was almost giving, like, we'll see in retrospect, was she giving some context to what the songs were about on the pod?
I like that. Could be. I'm in.
I mean, I'm so in. And I think that this is going to be fun, upbeat, like, pop, like, you know? Like, yay!
I agree.
Okay. Should we go to wish list?
Yes. And I think, again, it's important to note that wish list, it's $signs for the S's.
Yes.
Can I tell you like the stupid thing I thought of? Okay. Because of the $signs, it made me think of, you know, those like a rider?
Yeah.
That like stars can do, like, oh, when I come to this venue, like like basically backstage, like whatever they want, like backstage to make. So like I looked it up to make sure I had the right word, because I think I wanted to say runner first. And it's specific technical, hospitality, or logistical requirements an artist needs for comfort behind the scenes to deliver successful shows.
Interesting.
So in my head, I was like, oh, her wish list is like her rider.
Yeah.
Life of a show.
It is. Yeah. That actually makes a lot of sense.
In the dressing room. And then, but how
would that go thematically into a song? But I do think that's interesting.
I think it could be a more metaphorical sense maybe of that. But in my head, that's the first thing I thought of. And then I was like, I have no other idea what this could be. So.
Yeah. Because the only other thing I'm thinking, the fact that there's money signs and she emphasized that gives off the tone of not being serious.
Agreed.
There's a bit of ridiculousness to it. So then I'm like, okay.
That's why I was thinking of it too. I was like, she could say whatever she wanted in here, like crazy.
So I'm thinking. So then, and I think this actually could tie into what you're saying. So then I'm like, my brain went to blank space. I was like, oh, you know what? What she did with blank space is everybody was saying things about her and all the people she dated. So she decided to write a song as that character. A satirical song is like, okay, this is who I am. So what do a lot of people say about her now recently? How greedy she is, all the things that she wants and needs. So I think that this could be a song. She's going to be it's going to be upbeat, snarky. It's blank space, but instead of satirical about her running through men, it's going to be about how all she cares about is money and how, like this is my wish list. So it's going to be a bit ridiculous and this exaggerated character.
I like that. Yeah. I like that a lot.
And then it could be like a fun, like luxury song. And she kept saying luxury. So the luxury could either be with Elizabeth Taylor or Wishlist or a little bit of both. Yeah. Where the like Elizabeth Taylor song is actually going to be like sound luxurious, and Wishlist is going to have that satirical humor in it where she's playing into that character. Yeah.
I like that thought.
So those are my thoughts. Now the next one.
Penis.
Wait, one of my notes is penis. Hollywood or penis is the first.
Yeah. So the next one is wood. Wait, what? 9?
Yeah, WOOD, not
WOOD. And that's my note. I said I thought of a penis. I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a sexual song for some reason.
A lot of people did. Father figure, dad bod. Wait, so is this the song you think is going to be sexy?
This is my sexual song. Yeah. This is my song. Before Father Figure came up as a potentially sexual song in my brain, this was the one where I was like, all right, if we're going to have like this like dress false god, I think it's just going to be
Okay, so because you have so many different takes. There's so many different takes on this, like ways that you could take this, I should say, not different takes. And maybe it could be a little bit of everything, and that's why it's almost so ambiguous. It's like, what is this about? So you have everybody. Hollywood, right? Showgirl, Hollywood.
Yep, my brain didn't even go there. I like that.
And then you have wood penis. And maybe it's both. She loves play on words. So I'm saying it's gonna be I think it's gonna be it's going to be more than one of these. Then you have knock on wood, like, which could go into it, like the idea of like tempting fate or playing with fate, like knock on wood 3 times. I don't want to lose this. That could just, I don't know that would be what it's about. That could just be her playing off the word wood. Like, is she going to say knock on wood, you know?
Knock on wood.
Then here's where there could be another something.
Okay.
Remember, in the podcast, Pinocchio was there. Jason brought it up. Pinocchio is made out of wood.
Yeah.
Lying? Pinocchio? And then think woods. Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? This is not her first song mentioning the woods. She has a whole album in the woods. So
that's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Are we going from Hollywood to behind the scenes in the wood to have sex? Travis's wood.
Oh no.
And then something to do with Pinocchio. And then there's one more. When I Googled it, it said some fans speculate there was a famous, I think, actress, Natalie Wood, who also died by drowning.
She did.
In 1981.
That's terrible. Yeah, the
boat. Then you can tie that back to Ophelia. So is it all?
Choose your own adventure.
Yeah, choose your. I somehow think of the Hollywood penis wood as in woods, Pinocchio wood, knock on wood, and Natalie Wood. 6 woods. I think it's going to be 4 out of the 6. I think we're going to get 4 out of the 6 in one song.
Crazy?
Well, because Hollywood and woods, because it's like on stage behind the scenes, Hollywood forest. And what happens, like she's with Travis. And she's going to be like.
I can't. I mean, I don't even really believe it's about a penis, but like, like at the same time, it's the only thing I think of when I see the title. And like this song, more than anyone, I'm like, I just need to hear it.
I know.
So I
can't
get
wait.
so I can get this out of my brain unless I'm right. You know, like
I can't wait to hear it, man.
I just need to
I'm
hear
so
it.
pumped.
I know.
I'm gonna start a tally when we listen to it live to see how many
you got.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Do you think that'll be a lyric?
At this point, there are 7. There's 7. There's 7. Yeah, I don't know. We'll just have to see on this one. I really can't.
I'm so pumped.
Sometimes I really hate the way her song titles have gotten so confusing.
Yeah, like where are we going?
Like it didn't used to be this way.
Right. It used to be a little bit more obvious. It used to be a little bit
more like clear. Like Elizabeth Taylor.
Well, at least that's a person's name.
No, I know, but like
what is the okay, what is crazy?
What is crazy? I don't know.
She's got a lot of nouns, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of nouns.
She does. Okay. The next one is a verb. Canceled.
It is a verb. From noun to verb. Canceled, exclamation point.
Exclamation point. And it's all caps too.
So I'm thinking this is going to be like a cringy, cheesy song a little bit.
Me too. Kind of a bop. Like, well, Travis said this one's a bop.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Or a banger. He said a banger. For some reason, I get Bad Blood vibes in terms of the sound. Like, it's going to be aggressive a little bit, but maybe that's, again, just because there's an exclamation point and there was an exclamation point in Slut and it wasn't that way. So, I don't know.
Which one did I say blank space? Because I actually wrote that here. I hope it's snarky like blank space. Now, I forgot that I said that about something else a couple songs ago.
Was it wish list? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, because I thought of that on. But that kind of gives that vibe, too, is like, is she going to be like over the top ridiculous?
I don't know. The only thing I will say, because I saw people saying this, but I think most people were saying it as like, that's dumb. I think some people were like, oh, is it referencing the canceled shows in Vienna?
There's no way.
It was like, no, it's not.
There's no way.
No.
It's talking about how people want to cancel her over everything.
Exactly.
So where wish list would be
hate, unnecessary hate she gets, basically.
Yeah, like where wish list would be like the blank space, her turning it into it. This canceled would be the shake it off of her saying like, I'm going to shake.
I like that.
You know, like more like a literal sort of response to all the times that people have tried to cancel her, maybe. It could be cringy. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Or
she's been getting better at cringy though. So in the sense that like,
I
haven't really hated, like there have been some of her cringy songs that I just do not like.
Yeah,
lately, no, I don't mind me.
Okay, but that's definitely what comes to mind, I think, for most people.
Yeah, but yes, right. Like, but I like there hasn't been anything on the last few albums that like.
Honestly, I know you like the song, and a lot of people do. Like, I think Karma is very cringy. I don't hate the song.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I mean, so that's actually a great example. Like, Karma is cringy. Bejeweled to me is a little bit cringy.
Yeah.
But like, I don't hate them.
There's an intent behind it.
Yeah, like I like them. Yeah.
It's okay if you're being intentionally cringy. It actually wipes away a bit of the cringe.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, it could be on that, like a Karma, Bejeweled sort of like cringiness.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't really have anything else for that one.
No, me either.
That's what it is. Honey is the next one.
Honey. What do you think?
So I think this gives me the vibe of like a Sweet Nothing, in the sense that this is going to be the nice love song.
Yes, Steph. I literally wrote a more serious but smooth, upbeat song, like a warm love song.
Exactly. I said, I think this could be a sweet Travis love song. Yeah.
Like we'll get a sexy song. We'll get the one the Opalite one. And then this will just be like the Lover. Like it's a beautiful, sweet love song. Yeah. You don't have to peel back too many layers. It's sort of just there for you to like.
Now, obviously this all goes out the door. Like, cause to me, I see honey and it's like, I call Con honey. So like, that's why I think of it. If they don't call each other honey, this might not have anything to do with him. And I don't know where we're going. But to me,
I want to say I feel like I've heard one of them say that before. Reference
I've heard
the other.
him say "sweetie."
Oh yeah, maybe it's sweetie.
Her.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
But right, like I'm using it in the context of pet name for your partner.
So yeah,
this is going to be a sweet love song. If it's not,
she loves to trick though. She loves to trick.
I know.
Now, it also could be sexy, like honey, you know.
I guess so, yeah.
But I do my thought, because the word honey in reference to love has the tone of warmth.
Sweet. Yes.
And sweet, because it's literally sweet and warm. You know?
Sticky.
Okay.
But yes.
Or we could have 3 sexy songs: wood, father figure, and honey. But yeah,
no,
my thought is
I think it's a nice love song.
Yes. And then finally, The Life of a Showgirl featuring Sabrina Carpenter.
Bop, 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 bop.
I think it's gonna be okay. I'm assuming, have listened to Sabrina's new album?
Yes, love.
And you know how it's actually very showgirly, like it's very theater, you know?
Yes.
I kind of feel like, especially because this is track 12, that might embody that a little bit of the goodbye, like the curtain call.
I like that.
Like there's going to be something showgirly about that.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Theatrical about it. Or somebody said this on a comment on our, when we were like trying to predict, you know, what the sound would be like. And someone said burlesque. And I actually forgot that we're probably going to have that vibe somewhere.
For sure.
It could be here too. But something, I think that the sound's going to mimic it. But also keeping in mind Sabrina's in it, I think that they're going to morph their sound together. Instead of Sabrina just being on to Taylor, I do feel like, I hope, and I feel that it's going to be a true collab in lyric. Like they both probably wrote it together, as well as in sound. Because I'm loving Sabrina's sound. I'm loving how cool and unique it is. But I don't think Taylor's going to take us away from sonically her own sound. But I think both can be true.
Yes, I agree. I'm really, really hoping that's what she does. And I'm really, really hoping that we don't have a Lana Del Rey on Snow on the Beach situation, because
I mean, she's got to have learned her lesson. She literally released the song again.
I would think. But even I mean, Post Malone isn't on Fortnite all that much, but again, that's a different. I think she's got a verse.
Yeah.
I hope she has a verse.
I just want them like both in their like feather boas, like kicking their legs.
Me too. I hope this is another like however many singles she's gonna have. I hope this is one of them.
Yes, and we get a music video.
Yeah.
Amazing. I love it. And it's going to be like, this is the life of a showgirl. I wanted to show you, girl, my show. I hope you enjoyed. The show.
Dance break. But you know, you love to just repeat the title of the song. You're not my father. You figured you're my father, but my father figure. I'm my figure.
Wait and say, will those be words in a song?
But I do agree with you. I think this is like the curtain call.
Yes.
Type of song.
Or the, yeah. Now the goodbye song is stuck in my head. Goodbye.
Wait, what's your favorite song from that album, real quick, if you can remember?
Yeah, I can. Okay, I have a few. I love House Tour. I love Go Go Juice. I love Nobody's Son. That boy is corrupt. And then the one that's it's like bigger than Zeus is. Oh, When Did You Get Hot?
Okay.
Actually, there's only a couple that. What?
Yeah, I'm with you.
What are
all of them? No, like the same. Like I like off the top, House Tour. The first time I heard it,
Oh my God. Literally first time I said.
And Goodbye. I like the two that like, I was like, oh my God, I have to wait till the end of the album to hear my two favorites. But I also, When Did You Get Hot has grown. Like, I was like, oh, yep. Nobody's Son.
My
problem originally was that like, I was having a harder time understanding what she was saying in this one than I was in Short and Sweet. Like in any of them, like I couldn't, like I wasn't processing the lyrics. But once I started to, I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, no, it was so fun. And it did like Go-Go Juice and
Go-Go Juice is so fun.
Immediately I was like, oh, tops. And then as I continued to listen, I even heard her say this, like, I knew this was an album people are going to sit with and like more as they listened. And I was like, interesting. And then suddenly I was like, it's me.
It's true.
I love it the more that I listen.
Yeah.
And it is so unique. And I love it's so sonically sound, but it's each one has its own like little show or has almost its own like movie soundtrack in it. You know what I mean? Like,
I know. I thought
Barbie.
the same thing. Cause I was like like I loved Short and Sweet immediately. Yeah. When I had heard it. But yeah, I'm with you. Like I feel like Man's Best Friend is just like every time I listen to it, I'm like, ooh, yeah.
I think with this, it's like every song kind of stands out on its own, where Short and Sweet for me, like at least for now, like I need to actually go back through like some of them more together. But I think every song really is strong on its own for this album.
Love it.
I'm loving it. I want to buy it on vinyl, but I went to Target and I couldn't find it.
Me too. Oh yeah, I forgot to do that. I have to buy it on vinyl too.
Yeah.
Anyway, I really
it's all relevant.
It is all relevant because she's on Taylor Swift's album. And she was behind the scenes on the tour.
Bam. She was. So she knows.
Yeah. Okay, I feel like we're ready for Showgirl. We're ready for the life of a Showgirl.
So ready.
We're so close. I can't wait to hear it for the first time. This is so exciting.
With you.
I know.
Yeah. And we're going to be together.
I'm so excited. I know we haven't done that since Midnights. It's very exciting.
It is really exciting.
Actually, I guess technically we did it for Speak Now, but like I don't count the re-records.
Oh yeah. All those the reaction videos always do well.
Of course, everybody's all eating it up.
Yeah.
Should we pick cards?
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
To end the episode.
Oh, our like Showgirl month cards.
Yeah. I think it should.
Oh, I'll write them down.
Sorry. I think it should be just from now to the week. Like it should just be between now and whenever we happen to record the next podcast.
Episode? Okay.
Because
I like it.
Because then maybe not the reaction video one, but we'll circle back when we actually sit down to do the review of. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And we can do it together.
I got it.
All right.
So who's this one for?
Oh, you tell me.
This is all of us.
Okay, it's for everybody listening. Between now and the next time, here's what's going to happen to you. Lover. Okay. So makes sense. So I think that's saying that the album, it is about that.
We're going to love her.
Oh, pew, 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 pew.
Okay.
All right. What about this one?
Steph, this is you.
Oh, this one's for me.
Don't you?
Don't you wish your girlfriend was high like me? Don't you? I don't really know how to make sense of that. But we could try next week.
Okay.
You.
My turn. My turn.
What song do you think it's going to be? What album?
From The Office, remember?
I was just going along with it.
After the charades, they think, my turn.
Yeah. And the claps off. Yeah. Okay. What do you think it's going to
be? Maybe Speak Now because it's purple. Blank?
No.
Peace.
So you'll find peace. Or will you be asking?
Or will it be enough?
What if you never get peace between now and then? See, a lot of songs are the opposite.
Yeah, that's true. All right. We did it.
Dad bod. Okay.
Dad bod.
So do I have to keep the ones out that we already did, or do I put them back in the mix? Because I have those all out.
I guess keep them out for now. Just because
until the end of the year.
Okay, perfect.
January we'll put them all back in, and at some point in my life, I should order more of these and add.
The rest.
Think it's like I don't think Midnight's. I don't know. Definitely Torture Poet's not on it.
Yeah, definitely not. And no vaults from whatever's, but
whatever. Well, that was a vault, but Fearless vault.
No, I mean, probably not Speak Now or 1989 vault is what I was thinking of.
True. But yeah, that's. Oh wait.
Okay.
Sweet Nothing. Midnight's on here.
Midnight's in there. Love. My God.
Cool.
Amazing.
Anyway.
Okay. Well, anyway, anywho, everybody get ready.
Everybody
pick up your stuff.
Pick up your stuff, but not for long. Like,
no, not for long. Because the life of a showgirl, TS12, is right around the corner.
Pew, pew, pew. But in the meantime, pick your stuff up.
In the meantime, pick your stuff up.
Because we are dropping our mics now.
Peace.